joined today by Jim Pattison, President of Ripley Entertainment and previous IAAPA Board Chair, and Daniel Duivestein, founder of GoPhoto. I'm excited to join them today as they have big news to share, so let's start. I'm starting with you, Jim. With more than 100 attractions in 10 countries worldwide, Ripley Entertainment almost needs no introduction. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the different attractions under the Ripley Entertainment banner and tell us why you think the brand and its locations are so enduringly popular?
Yeah, sure. The company is 106 years old, give or take, and started as a cartoon. And then, of course, we got into the business, our founder, Robert Ripley, of displaying very unusual artifacts, which coined the phrase, believe it or not, because you could choose to believe it or not believe it, but everything we presented was true. And over time, we realized that we're in the attraction business, so we've moved into several other different kinds of entertainment for people. We just basically sell time for families and friends to have fun. So this has evolved into wax museums. We own Guinness World Records. We have attractions. We also have 3 aquariums that do very well. We have a hotel water park with more than 400 rooms, with an indoor water park up in Canada, haunted houses, miniature golf courses, mirror mazes, simulators, and traveling shows. So there's not too much that we're not afraid to try out once in a while. And so far, it's working out fine for us.
Absolutely. And I mean, there might be some overlap, but what makes a visit to a Ripley Entertainment venue unique, whether it's one of your museums, aquariums, or interactive experiences?
Well, I think, first of all, you have to be able to trust the brand that you're going to have a good experience and your hard-earned money is going to be well spent, 1. 2, you have to have an attractive offering for the audience. You have to know your audience. And number 3, your team is probably your most critical thing to making a difference between a good and great experience. And we have a great team, I will say that.
That's fab. Okay, so over to Daniel. Can you give us an introduction to GoPhoto? What do you do and what makes you unique?
So we're GoPhoto. I founded 10 years ago when I was operating an attraction with my brother. We were working on different photo systems to implement, and then discovered that we're lacking in efficiency. So we tried to find a better solution. Couldn't find one, and then I got the idea to start GoPhoto. Yeah, at GoPhoto, we deliver photo systems to operate your own photo retail business for attractions and theme parks. We deliver everything end-to-end solution, but the staff makes us a tech company from the base up. And we provide you all the tools, including the consumables, staff training. We monitor your sales just to maximize the potential of that system. And of course, we use a lot of AI technology and enhancements to improve guest experience and also get the most out of every photo that we take.
That's brilliant. Okay, and Daniel, how did you originally connect with Ripley's? And can you tell us about the new joint venture between Ripley Entertainment and GoPhoto? And what is the goal of this strategic collaboration?
So it was back during the COVID period that Ripley's reached out to us. Jim gave his team the instructions to find solutions for more self-operated systems, self-to-order food and beverages, and all those kinds of things. And one of his general managers at the Myrtle Beach Aquarium decided to punch in Google self-operating system kiosk photo, and then he came on our website and he reached out to us to see what we do, explain what we did, that we were working on a self-order station, and then they came out to see how it worked, and they liked what they saw, and that's how we started our relationship.
And then what happened too, after COVID, we had a lot of trouble finding employees, like a lot of people did and still do today. So part of our initiatives were to see if we could become more efficient in different parts of our ancillary revenue streams.
Can you expand on what the new joint venture actually is?
Yeah, I can do it. So when Jim and I started the conversation on entering more markets for Ripley's with our photo system, he wanted, of course, know what our presence will be now and in the future in the United States. to see how feasible it is to expand to all those markets.
Mm-hmm.
When we got into the discussion, I told them about our vision, about our global desires of being the market leader in this field, and then of course you need more than just money to expand into those new markets. You need expertise, you need knowledge of those markets, you need feedbacks from those attractions to improve your system to become that market leader. And of course, Ripley's is then the perfect company that can provide us all that information and back office support as well to jumpstart our growth here in the US.
Brilliant. Jim, why are you excited about this partnership? What factors influenced Ripley Entertainment's decision to invest in GoPhoto? And what makes GoPhoto a good partner for Ripley Entertainment?
Yeah, sure. We had a couple things. We mentioned Pablo Chavez, who runs our operations and one of our regional managers, and he's got a young team. And so we always are trying to support new initiatives in our company to see so we can stay current. Unfortunately, I'm no longer, our target audience. And so we have to start listening to what everybody else thinks that our guests are looking for, and then we have to provide them. Long story short, we like the product. We like the company. I like Daniel. We met a few times over in Europe, and we liked his team, the people that we met. And part of our role as a company is to support young entrepreneurial thinking and businesses, particularly with clever ideas, and the will to work. And as you heard earlier, Daniel's moving his family to USA, which will be a great experience to really support his business and the growth of his company. And so that's why we got in it. We like the product, we like the people, and we like the future.
Amazing. Well, one for Jim. Photo opportunities and products are an excellent revenue source for attraction operators. How has this sector evolved over the years, and what do today's guests expect?
Yeah, good question. I think the years ago, as soon as they invented the mobile phone and the Apple phone in particular, I thought the photo business was over, and that everybody would be taking their own pictures, and that's of course evolved. It's become an important part of everybody's lifestyle, all of the different connections they have and platforms they use. But what turned out happening was that the photo business can provide certain backgrounds, certain initiatives to create a memory that you cannot get yourself on your phone. And it was all based on creative thinking. So there's lots of companies out there doing this, and they started to really thrive even after the iPhone showed up, or Android person. But so I was really shocked at this, to be honest with you. I didn't think it would be that big a deal. But it's now turned into something where they'll take the pictures, of course, but because of the backgrounds and different ways that we can present you and your family creating a memory, it's become more popular than ever. And I'll also say, with the digital component now that you can download things online, and there's different ways now we can deliver the product, most important.
By delivering the product, if I may add, actual tangible photo has become more and more desirable. In our days, we went with the film to the store, then came the CD-ROM, the USB stick. Nowadays, if you're lucky, once a year you make a book with all the photos of your holidays, but you don't go to the store anymore to print off those photos. So if you provide that opportunity for instant printing at that location, and the content is unique, like Jim mentioned, that actually brings the success of the photo systems and photo operations nowadays.
Yeah, definitely. So to move on to Daniel, can you tell us more about the GoPhoto technology in detail? How has your team been working to ensure that it meets these changing guest expectations?
Yeah, so of course, no one wants to really wait in front of a camera to take the photo, and we don't want to have long lines. So we need to have system that is efficient for high footfall locations. So speed is very important. So it all comes down with an operator that needs to understand how the system works. In our case, it's one handling to operate the whole camera system. You don't even have to be behind the camera. You stand in front of it, so you can be really producing that moment and putting all your attention to those guests, which is a really important factor here. When people enter your venue, you want to invite them to take the photo, not from behind the camera pointing where they need to stand. You're just welcoming them, putting them on the spot, take that photo, give that card to them so they can continue. So the efficiency here is very important, and that's how we build our systems. Everything what we try to do is to automate those workflows as much as possible without making it feel all automated. So there's always a human element in there, as well with our self-order stations. But the thing here is not self-service, because we still want to provide a service level also at the order stations. You welcome the people when you come out to the attraction and tell them, hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that experience, but come with me and you can view your photos here. From that point onwards, the visitor can buy their photos all the way to the printing part. It's all automated, but you want to have someone there that just provides a little bit of service, but reducing that staff by not having to edit all these photos or have to print them out one by one. Makes it still very efficient and a low staff handling system.
And another thing too is that people don't necessarily want to be sold like they did in the old days. And they've already made up their mind. All they want to be is connected so they can make their own decision and make it easy for them to pay. And so that's part of the way that times have changed.
Yeah, very interesting. And can you both comment on the added value that photo products bring in terms of social sharing and experiential marketing?
Well, who better than your visitors can tell how great your attraction is? That's of course the best thing here. When you have self-operated systems, what you see a lot of during COVID, a lot of people started to put self-operating systems in, but they're only used by people that actually always take photos all day, every day from themselves. So taking that photo of that family, putting them together, have that smile on their face, 3, 2, 1, big smile, there we go, and everyone lights up. You take that photo. So at that, you really capture that memory of a family that would normally not sit in front of a camera all together. Someone is holding that phone, someone is standing behind that camera. So having that family moment when you're actually entering an attraction captured in a fun way, and then edited with the theming that you see inside the attractions, it really fits the narrative of your complete experience. So when you exit and you see that photo, you want to share that with your friends and family. And that's where actually it's a really important part. So of course it's a nice revenue stream, but the content that you create so they can share it on social media is really important also to be visible to new potential visitors.
What I like about it is you can constantly change it and continuously improve it, and you can be topical and you can be on brand, and you can play around with things that people are really interested in, on any given day. You're not locked into the same old stuff.
Yeah, definitely. And Jim, what makes GoPhoto's offering attractive to operators?
Well, what I think about it is we like young companies because you got to support young people in business today because they're the ones that are bringing the new ideas. And the biggest problem, of course, is having the capital to move forward with your vision. Sometimes your vision is faster than your bank account. And we can sort of help doing that. We're not getting in the way, but we can also add a little bit of sort of business guidance and expertise. And all I want to do is figure out now how many ways we can use this product. And the other thing is that if we're selling, and if Daniel's selling that to other attractions, at least he can point to someone that's an operator themselves, which is us, and we can give everybody, a really good report on, what works, what doesn't work, what we suggest. We can make continuous improvements and suggestions to the product. And so I think we're much more operator friendly when we have a relationship like this.
Yeah. Okay, Daniel, what will the future of photo technology look like?
Well, of course, we're working, AI is the magic word also in our industry. Of course, we're working on a lot of new features using AI technology. I cannot say too much because we don't want to put our cards out there. But like Jem also mentioned, the photo business is a numbers game. So you need to understand the numbers that you're putting through and understand your business. And AI can actually provide all those results in a very comprehensive way. Makes your team more efficient, make the outcome more likable. We can see from every photo how it's sold, when it's sold, who likes it, who doesn't, and that way we can maximize that potential not only in terms of revenue, but also in guest expectations. So using AI technology on that side, but also in terms of enhancing photos, enhancing that content into something people cannot take themselves or even see when they're in the attraction, is something that we're working on, and we're very excited about.
Excellent. And just an extension, how are you preparing for the next 5 or 10 years? Or if your answer is exactly the same, ignore me.
No, actually, how we're preparing for the next 5 to 10 years at GoPhoto, we call our clients users. You use our system, and we want to nurture you as well as a user, which is a very important part of the whole GoPhoto concept. So bringing all those users of our system together in a community is one of the things that we are going to work on in the next 5 years here in the US particularly. Who better than other aquarium operators can tell you what works in their aquarium and what pricing strategy works, what the guests are saying about those photos that they're taking. There's no competition between those aquariums when it comes to photo revenue or photo retail business. So why not share that information and those tips and tricks with other like-minded industry professionals? We have it for ticketing, we have it for food and beverage, we have it for merchandise. So why not for photo retail?
Yeah, definitely.
And you're only limited by your own imagination, because thinking 5 or 10 years out now is not a very smart idea, in my opinion. We always used to have to do that. But I think you need to be much more flexible today, and you have to be able to change. When you capture something and you think you see a very good idea, you need to be able to move quickly, because everyone will spot the opportunity at the same time that you do.
Yeah, definitely. So we've got through these questions really fast. So what I'll do is ask each of you if there's anything else you'd like to speak about or add to this or expand on, starting with Jim.
Nope.
Great answer. And Daniel?
Well, I only want to emphasize, of course, how grateful we are to Ripley Entertainment that they chose us as a company to support our growth in the US market. It's not an easy market. A lot of people try it. We have the American dream. If you're in the leisure business and you come here as a kid, I came here, out to Orlando to visit the Disney and Universal parks. You see all that happening, and your dream is to work in this industry. Having the ability and the opportunity to come out here and build your business here inside the US market with the support of Ripley's, you got one shot, one opportunity. And of course, with this partnership, the chance of being successful then significantly increases. So it's very exciting times ahead for us. But I'm very confident that we can make it work and become market leader.
Yeah, it's very exciting. It's very exciting. Okay, so thank you both for your time and sharing the news of your new partnership. It's a really exciting time for both companies. So yes, that's great. Thank you, everyone.
No, and thank you very much. We appreciate you doing this as well, and you do a good job in the industry of communicating with everybody about lots of different things, and we're very grateful for that too.
Brilliant. That's fab.